Frankenstein, the Emperor Supreme, with his rib cage exposed, he's a megalomaniac dream. A top hat tilted, creepy shades on his face. He's here to conquer worlds and leave no trace of grace. Reality bends to me cause physics is a sham. I drank a bottle of Everclear and didn't give a damn. He struts into Wisconsin Bronx, popping booze on tap. Zombies grab a fork, humans are the new snack wrap. Oh, John Wayne, with your sinister grin. Join the undead king where the chaos begins. Chugging Everclear, laughing gross in the night. Zombies marching with you for their equal rights. John Wayne, you terrifying beast. On bratwurst and chaos, you're hosting a feast. Undead rise up, physics gets panned. The top hat tyrant rules the land. So lock up your booze, hide the cheese curds tight. The undead apocalypse starts tonight. It's creepy, chaotic, a madman divine. Bow to the legend, John Wayne Frankenstein.
Happy Halloween, everybody!
It's time for Emperor John Wayne's Freaky Flicks, starring the man who made Oshkosh famous, Emperor John Wayne Frankenstein.
And also starring the most famous man to ever escape the abysmal black hole known as Ripon, Wisconsin. Oh yeah! My favorite uncle, your favorite uncle, everybody's favorite uncle, the mega power uncle known as Uncle Spicy. Oh yeah!
Wow, I thought I heard Baron Samedi there for a little bit.
Oh yeah, you know it. I'm
We gotta bring
channeling my inner macho Baron Samedi man. Oh yeah.
We gotta bring the Baron and the clown whack the clown back sometime and as guests.
No doubt.
I'm
For
sure
those of you
you
who don't know, back in the day when we were on a channel called Dirty Creek Media, which no longer exists, we would occasionally tag team with Baron Samedi and Whack the Clown. We would do most of it, but every now and then we would let them sit in for one or both of us.
It's kind of like the late night shows when you used to have guest hosts, and then Johnny Carson used to take off a lot, and he would have guest hosts fill in. We decided to give these guys a chance as well, and let them fill in. He does a very good imitation of the Baron. It's pretty accurate.
In any case, for those of you who haven't figured it out yet, I am Emperor John Wayne Frankenstein, the King of Cringe,
He's cringy.
the Master of Misery.
He's miserable.
I am your ghost host with the most.
And he's got a lot.
Oh, so much.
Too much.
Maybe a little too much. Who
Definitely
knows?
too much.
And I am also sometimes known as... In any case, joining me, as usual, is none other than my good friend and co-host, Uncle Spicy!
The Salt and the Shenanigans.
And together we are...
The
The
Booze Brothers.
So named because we drink booze. Because our movies have ghosts, which go boo. Our movies are horror movies, and some of them are bad. So people go boo. People see us in the street, and they go boo. And also, Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi made characters based off us with a similar name. And a lot of times when we go to the bars...
And they mistook us for them.
Yeah, they're like,
That happened
you
a lot.
guys look like the Booze Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
But we are booze, as in not blues. Boo.
Come to think of it, I can't think of too many movies where a ghost actually says boo. I mean, cartoons maybe, but a movie?
Interesting point.
We'll have to look into that more seriously, but I think that's like more of a cartoon thing. But, you know.
So, Uncle Spicy, why don't you tell them what we do?
I'm not going to tell them that. There might be law enforcement officers watching. I didn't admit that to nothing.
I mean on the show.
Oh,
what we do on our show.
Well, what we're going to do today, other than staring at pretty lights, you don't need light. Oh, no. You don't need that, but we definitely don't need light on your face. I think they see too much as it is.
You can never have enough.
Oh, well, that's debatable, but we'll debate about that later.
Maybe that's not true.
There is such a thing as too much of a good thing.
I am kind of like jalapeno peppers.
Yes.
Where in the right dosages, I add a lot of flavor. But if you eat too much of me all at once, if you consume too much of me, I can't eat it.
No argument. No argument there. Anyhow, what we're going to do today, and what we like to do often, that's legal and friendly and sometimes family friendly, is we show movies. Horror, cult, classic, comedy, but most of all, cheesy.
Movies so cheesy they have to come to you almost live from the beer and cheese capital of the world.
You know, also the brat capital of the world,
Yes.
but we can't eat the brats on the show because the hoochie mamas get too excited.
And it's a little messy.
And
and
that
we're
too.
dealing with a computer.
Yeah, we gotta rein it in a little bit.
And I get it all over my beard, and it looks like
Everything.
It looks like I just ate someone's flesh.
Right. Well, yeah.
Yum, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in any case, speaking about cheesy movies and about the Halloween season, tell them what treat we have for them today.
A true cult classic. It's got its defenders and its attackers, but we're gonna try to be more positive today. We're showing the Halloween classic, even though it doesn't take place on Halloween, does it? I don't know. No, it's not important. It is the house on Haunted Hill,
starring none other than the Scream legend Vincent Price,
and directed by horror legend William Castle.
Yes, also guest starring what's her name from the Spider Baby.
Well, we can talk about that as we go along.
Okay.
There's an interesting cast in this film.
Lots of interesting actors, actually. But before we get to that, we're going to raid my stash. Help us watch this trash.
Oh, you ever heard of the saying, you are what you eat?
Well, we're a bunch of cheese balls
Exactly.
and a bunch of corn balls.
Right.
These are cheesy corn balls.
Right.
That's them. They go with beer.
They go with everything.
They're great. They're delicious. They're cheesy. They're corny. They're corn balls. They're cheese balls.
Like I said, you are what you eat.
Everything we are. Everything our show represents. All of it. All rolled into one physical form. It's perfect. And speaking about the perfection, I gotta wash that down to help me get ready for the film.
I think the proper response to answering obtrusive phone calls is bow to your dark overlord.
I like that.
I mean, there you find out the truth of the matter right there.
Bow to your dark overlord.
Right, that
I
should be...
am Emperor John Wayne Frankenstein. Tremble in fear. And if you are trying to steal my money, you
If you're trying to steal money, you're going down the wrong well. That one's dry.
That's right.
Move on. It's not worth it for those few drops you're going to get.
Save money.
No.
We spend it all because we've got more important things to do.
If you want his money, just get some cool comic books or some collector faction figures, and you're much more likely to get it.
Or a collection of bad horror movies.
That too.
Yes. But in any
Oh,
case,
we got quite a few of those.
We went on long enough.
Always room for more, though.
True that. But it is time for us to say, let's roll it! Or as you like to say,
Spank it.
or
He likes to spank it.
when we use this nice big studded club.
Beat it.
Beat it! Just beat it! Beat it! Beat it! Beat it! Just beat it! Back to the show!
The ghosts are moving tonight, restless, hungry. May I introduce myself? I'm Watson Pritchard. In just a minute, I'll show you the only really haunted house in the world. Since it was built a century ago, 7 people, including my brother, have been murdered in it. Since then, I've owned the house. I've only spent one night there, and when they found me in the morning, I was almost dead.
I'm Frederick Lauren, and I've rented the house on Haunted Hill tonight so that my wife can give a party. A haunted house party. She's so amusing. There'll be food and drink and ghosts, and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited. If any of you will spend the next 12 hours in this house, I'll give you each $10,000. Or your next of kin in case you don't survive. Ah, but here come our other guests. It was my wife's idea to have our guests come in funeral cars. She's so amusing. Her sense of humor is, shall we say, original. I dreamed up the hearse. It's empty now, but after a night in the house on Haunted Hill, who knows? This is Lance Schroeder, a test pilot, so no doubt a brave man. But don't you think you can be much braver if you're paid for it? And I happen to know that Lance needs the $10,000 I'll give him, if he's brave enough to stay all night. This is Ruth Bridges. You've no doubt read her column in the newspapers. She says her reason for coming to the party is to write a feature article on ghosts. She's also desperate for money, gambles. You've already met Watson Pritchard, a man living in mortal fear of a house, and yet he is risking his life to spend another night here. I wonder why. He says for money. This is Dr. David Trent, a psychiatrist. He claims that my ghost will help his work on hysteria. But don't you see a little touch of greed there, around the mouth and eyes? This is Nora Manning. I picked her from the thousands of people who work for me because she needed the $10,000 more than most. Supports her whole family. Isn't she pretty? The party's starting now, and you have until midnight to find the house on Haunted Hill.
Well, where is everybody?
It isn't a very warm welcome, is it?
Only the ghosts in this house are glad we're here.
Are we all strangers to each other? Don't you two know each other?
I'm afraid I don't even know your name.
I'm Nora Manning.
Lance Schroeder.
Is Frederick Lauren a friend of yours?
I've heard of him, but I've never met him.
I work for one of his companies, but I've never seen him.
I've never met the man either. Just a phone call. Do you know him?
No,
Well, then you're the only one of us who does.
I don't know him. All the details about renting the house were done by mail.
He's quite wealthy, isn't he?
Millions.
And 5 wives, I believe.
4, I think, so far.
A $50,000 party for only 5 people is a little steep, even for a millionaire.
Well, if I were going to haunt anybody, this would certainly be the house I'd do it in.
Who closed the door?
This thing's made of solid steel.
Annabelle. Our guests are here, unfortunately still alive. Is your face on yet?
Dust and dirt everywhere, and the water barely trickles. Couldn't you have had the place cleaned?
Atmosphere, darling. You know how ghosts are. They never tidy up. And that's a very fetching outfit, but hardly suitable for a party.
I'm not going to the party.
The spend-the-night ghost party was your idea, remember? Since it's going to cost me $50,000, I want you to have fun.
The party was my idea until you invited all the guests. Why all these strangers? Why none of our friends?
Friends? Do we have any friends?
No, your jealousy took care of that.
I had a reason for inviting each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatrist to typist, and from drunk to jet pilot. They share one thing. They all need money. Now let's see if they're brave enough to earn it.
And you call this a party?
Could be.
Why do you always do that? It spoils the champagne.
It might explode.
Never does.
Would you guarantee that?
That isn't funny, Frederick.
Make a good headline. Playboy kills wife with champagne cork. Will you join me?
No, thank you.
Just a sip might improve your humor.
My humor is fine, thanks. And I haven't poisoned it.
It's always good to know that. Have some. You'll enjoy the party more. Go on.
Your trust is so touching. And I'm not going to the party.
Of all my wives, you're the least agreeable.
But still alive.
Would you go away for $1 million tax-free? You want it all, don't you?
I deserve it all. Your jealousy isn't tax-free. And your possessiveness is maddening.
If ever a man had grounds for divorce,
But can't prove them.
the time will come. You'll slip up one of these days.
Think so?
If I live long enough. You remember the fun we had when you poisoned me?
Something you ate, the doctor said.
Yes. Arsenic on the rocks. Annabelle, you'd do it again if you thought you could get away with it, wouldn't you?
Darling, what makes you think that?
Something about you. I hear that hanging is very uncomfortable, in case you get any more ideas. Now, don't let the ghosts and the ghouls disturb you, darling.
Darling, The only ghoul in the house is you.
And don't sit up all night thinking of ways to get rid of me. It makes wrinkles.
This is what she used on my brother and her sister. Hacked them to pieces. We found parts of the bodies all over the house, in places you wouldn't think. The funny thing is the heads have never been found. Hands and feet and things like that. But no heads.
The wife, probably in a rage, threatened her husband with a knife and then, carried away by hysteria, took a swing at him and simply went on from there.
Well, she certainly went on. How many people did she kill, Mr. Pritchard?
Only two. Her husband and her sister. No one else was here.
So there are two loose heads just floating around in here somewhere?
You can hear them at night. They whisper to each other and then cry.
Since our host isn't here, would anyone care to mix me a drink?
Certainly. What will you have?
Good evening. I'm your host, Frederick Lauren. Since we're all strangers to each other, let's get acquainted with a drink, shall we?
Mr. Lauren, I advise you to call this party off now. The ghosts are already moving, and that's a bad sign.
Let me apologize for my wife. She'll join us later. What do you have?
Scotch and.
Doctor?
I'll have the same.
Now, before the party begins, let's go over the details. The caretakers will leave at midnight, locking us in here until they come back in the morning. Once the door is locked, there's no way out. The windows have bars that a jail would be proud of, and the only door to the outside locks like a vault. There's no electricity, no phone, no one within miles, so no way to call for help.
Like a coffin.
So if any of you decide not to stay for the party, you must let me know before midnight. Of course, if you leave, I shan't be able to pay you anything.
I'm interested in your reasons for this, party. Aside from the pleasant company.
Ghosts, Doctor. I think everyone wonders what they would do if they saw a ghost. And now my wife has given us all the opportunity to find out.
Amusing. Ghosts, etc., being only creations of hysteria, your party should be a success.
Well, Pritchard here promises us genuine ghosts.
7 now. Maybe more before morning.
That's cheerful.
4 men have been murdered in this house. And 3 women.
You planned your party very well, Mr. Lauren. 4 of us are men, 3 are women. Well, a ghost for everybody.
Well, Pritchard, why don't you take us on a tour through the house and let's see what happens, huh?
See that stain? Blood. A young girl was killed here. And whatever got her wasn't human. Don't stand there.
What do you mean? Where?
It's too late. They've marked you.
Ridiculous. The roof probably leaks.
Oh, that must be what it is. Who would want to haunt me?
I would say any self-respecting male ghost.
I hope it doesn't come back.
Well, Mr. Pritchard, you're the life of the party.
He hasn't even started yet. Wasn't there a man who threw his wife into a wine vat or something?
That was in the cellar. There's been a murder almost every place in this house. All this belonged to a Mr. Norton, who didn't die here. He was electrocuted later. Mr. Norton did a good deal of experimenting with wines, but his wife didn't think it was any good. So he filled the vat with acid and threw her in. She was supposed to stay down. But the bones came up. It's a funny thing. But none of the murders here were just ordinary. Just shooting or stabbing. They've all been sort of wild, violent, and different.
Look out!
God, she didn't fall in.
You mean there's still acid in there?
Destroys everything with hair and flesh. Just leaves the bones. My, it's dry and dusty down here.
Well, there's a cure for that upstairs. Come on.
How'd you get invited to this party? No. No, go on. I mean, what'd he tell you?
Mr. Lawrence said everybody'd get $10,000.
But he didn't say anything about being locked in.
No.
He just made the deal with me on the phone, but nothing about having to stay.
Aren't you going to stay?
If I don't, I lose $10,000.
I'm going to stay too. $10,000.
Yeah. You believe in ghosts?
I don't know.
Well, I agree with what that doc says. You can spook yourself. I've done it in planes. Seen things that weren't really there. Or were they? What are you going to do with your $10,000? If we get it.
What do you mean, if we get it? Won't he pay us if we stay?
Ah, sure he will. 10,000 is no more to him than a nickel is to us.
We were in an automobile accident. Now I'm the only one in the family who can make any money.
Boy, I've never seen so many doors. Closet? Bottles.
Does it go anywhere? Lance! Lance!
Please, come on. Did she say Lance is gone? Gone where?
We'll have to break it down. It's locked.
Huh? something that money won't cure. I must have bumped my head.
And the only way you could bump your head in here is to run head on into the wall. You didn't do that, did you? Let's get a bandage on that.
I wonder why they didn't kill him.
Who?
He didn't bump his head. They hit him.
They?
Nora, when you came in, you said something about a ghost.
There was something.
What did it look like?
Well, it was wearing a black thing that went all the way to the floor.
Weren't you a little frightened at the time?
Well, yes.
That, Mr. Loren, is hysteria.
Well, then, Doctor, how do you explain what happened to Lance? Was that hysteria, too?
You better get that checked in a day or so.
Thanks, Doc. Wait for me in the hall.
The ghosts are coming closer, Mr. Loren.
You really believe in your pet ghost, don't you, Pritchard?
Before the night's over, you will, too.
Would you like a drink, Lance?
No, thanks.
I'd like one. Scotch and.
Mr. Loren, are you really going to pay anyone who stays all night?
Certainly. $10,000.
Will there be much red tape or delay?
In a hurry, dear?
Frankly, yes. Or frantically.
There you are, my dear.
Someone or something was in here when I came in. But where? And if the door was locked, how did it get out? What you saw might have been a ghost, Nora, but what was in here with me was no ghost.
I don't know. I was so scared.
Does it sound different to you?
Yes.
Three, 6, 9, 12. 12 feet. Three, 6. Now, I'm going to knock on the other wall. When you hear me, you knock on this wall. Tap lower down. Where'd it come from?
From in here.
What if it ran out of here? I'd have seen it.
Lance, it doesn't run. It just floats.
Yeah, but why didn't I see it?
You don't believe me.
Well, how can I?
I'm Annabelle Lauren. You must be Miss Manning. I realize this is a very unusual and I'm afraid very dull party. Wouldn't you like to freshen up? This is your room. Depressing, isn't it?
I doubt if I'll spend much time here.
It's going to rain. Perfect atmosphere for my husband's party. Why did you come here?
He said he'd give me $10,000.
Why did he pick you?
I don't know. My supervisor just came and said I'd been invited.
How long have you known my husband?
I just met him tonight.
So? Why you? What were you doing wandering around by yourself?
Well, I was in the cellar with Lance, Mr. Schroeder, and I just left, that's all.
Don't do it again. Don't go anywhere in this house by yourself. Now fix your face and I'll come by for you in a few minutes.
But
You're in danger. We all are.
But who?
I hope for your sake you never find out. I'm Annabelle Lauren. Were you looking for something?
Not exactly.
Are you the doctor?
No, I'm Lance Schroeder.
The pilot. You've hurt yourself.
Oh, it's just a bump on the head. Which is my room?
I believe this is it.
Thank you, Mrs. Lauren.
Annabelle Lance. You were with the young girl in the cellar. Why was she so upset?
Was she?
And you don't look like the type to go around bumping his head. What really happened, Lance?
Well, Nora thought she saw a ghost, but I didn't see anything.
She was just frightened then.
And mad at me, I think. I kidded her about it.
I wouldn't joke about anything else that happens here tonight.
Now, don't tell me you're taking all this seriously.
Aren't you?
Well, I'd like to find out what hit me.
Lance. If I need help, may I count on you?
Yeah, sure, I guess so. Look, what's going on here anyway? I mean, what is with this party bit?
This is no party. He's planning something.
Your husband?
I wish I knew what it was.
Must be pretty big if he's going to lay out 50,000.
The money doesn't mean anything. He has a reason for getting us all up here to this dreadful old house.
Well, what for? He doesn't even know us.
Maybe that's exactly why you're here.
Well, what can he get away with?
Oh, he thinks that big money like his can get away with anything. You know, of course, that I'm his fourth wife. The first simply disappeared. The other two died. Lance, I don't want to join them.
You mean he,
Oh, his doctor said they died of heart attacks. 2 girls in their 20s.
Well, what can he do?
My husband is sometimes insane with jealousy. Nothing matters to him then. Please be careful.
Would he hurt you?
He would kill me if he could.
Annabelle, you're missing all the fun. Nora Manning was almost killed by a falling chandelier. The pilot bashed his head in.
Is he badly hurt?
The Saturnine psychiatrist bandaged him up. Don't you want to go and console him, as you do most men, in your fashion?
You're so clever, Frederick.
Yes, I lie awake nights wondering why I married you. was rather a mistake.
You didn't marry me, dear. I married you. Unpleasant, but no mistake.
Hurry up.
Frederick, for the last time, I'm not going to your party.
And for the last time, it's not my party, but yours. And you are going.
I am not.
You ready, dear?
No.
Are you ready, dear?
Yes, damn you.
Would you adore me as much if I were poor? No. All you want to be is a lovely widow. It's almost time to lock up the house. And then your party will really begin. I wonder how it'll end.
Welcome back, boggles and ghouls. You are a third of the way through the movie. And as you can see, Vincent Price hosting a party on the most haunted mansion in the world. Evil, estranged wife who hates his guts and really wants a divorce and wants to get all his money. And then a bunch of random guests that get to spend the night. And if they survive, they get $10,000 for being the most haunted place in the world. There's a chance they might not survive.
This may be the most overused horror trope ever, aside of stalking a bunch of teenagers. A bunch of people forced to spend the night in a haunted house. How often have we seen that? Don't try to list the acts. You don't have all day to list them. But there has been a lot. Both serious movies and even more for comedies and takeoffs. And this isn't, well, there's some humor in this, but it's not a comedy.
Right. Although, they really do, they're evil little stinkers. They have that whole scene where it looks like this evil undead witch pops out, and then it turns out it's just the maid. But they made her up to look like a witch just to F with you.
Well, that's because this was directed by William Castle. No, we all love Vincent Price. William Castle was known for using cheesy special effects and gimmicks to draw people into the movie theaters. And this is an example of one of those. Like his famous Emergo technique where he'd fly a skeleton across the theater to scare people. They recommended that you set these up. And when he did the Tingler, he had actual little buzzers set into the seats, some of the seats. That was probably not a smart thing to do. Because you could really freak somebody out if you gave them a shock when they're watching a movie.
Well, don't forget, he also would promise that if anyone would die during the presentation, they'd get a free funeral. And I wonder if anyone had to take them up on that.
I doubt it. I'm pretty sure they also said they had ambulance attendants waiting in case you pass out from fright. I don't know. I've never heard of anybody passing out from fright in one of his, but, you know, it generated a lot of publicity and got people in, and that's what they wanted.
Now, it's time for us to announce the Super Fan of the Week! And this week, Super Fan is Slug of the Vortex TV channel. Also, you can find on horrorhost.net. And this guy has created a channel for all the independent horror hosts such as ourselves to appear on. And we are on that channel. They go on every night to interact with people and other horror hosts. They show our shows and give us a good medium to go work through. A real nice guy. And he's kind of a Muppet-looking slug that does his own horror hosting and stuff. So, we wish to thank him and to suggest everyone to go check out horrorhost.net and the Vortex. Oh my God!
Fanny Man doesn't like the Vortex either.
Yes. Well, for those of you who are new to the show, every now and then there's this evil entity called the Fanny Man who tries to hack our show, prevent us from presenting our movie. But fortunately for us, we are powerful, and he can usually only can stop us for a few seconds.
It doesn't last. Fanny Man is kind of not very effective.
Right. But he is persistent.
Yes,
and
that
tries
is true.
almost every week. At least once it happens.
At least.
In any case, I suppose we can tell you more about,
well, we can talk about that because we're going to have more breaks and before the movie concludes.
That's right. Yeah, we let them look at our beautiful faces and hear our wonderful voices. Enough. Time for me to say, let's roll it!
Roll. Rolling.
for midnight, Lance.
Okay. I'll be down in a minute.
Who is it?
Your host, my dear. It's almost midnight, Nora. We're all going to get together down in the living room.
All right, Mr. Lloyd. I'll be right down.
Come with us. Come with us before he kills you. Where's Nora? Miss Manning.
I don't want to stay here.
Nora, what happened? That's Jonas Slides and his wife. They've been caretakers here for years. She's blind, you know.
I'm not going to stay here.
Well, Doctor, it looks like we have a real case of hysteria on our hands.
I think she's just a little upset, not hysterical.
Good evening.
Hello, my dear. This is my wife. These are our guests. Ruth Bridges, Dr. Trent. You know Watson Pritchard, of course. Nora Manning, and this is Lance Schroeder.
Get me out of here.
Now, what about the 10,000?
I don't care. He wants to kill me.
Who wants to kill you?
Mr. Lawrence.
May I have your attention, please? I think you all remember the bargain we made about staying all night. $10,000 apiece. If any of you don't survive, $50,000 will be divided amongst the rest of you. If I should die, you will be paid by my estate. When the door is locked from the outside by the caretakers, we'll all be forced to stay in this house until morning. If any of you decide not to stay, you must leave with the caretakers now. You won't have a chance to change your minds later, because there'll be no way to get out.
I don't want to stay.
Wait.
It isn't midnight yet. Who told them they could leave?
They never leave before midnight.
Well, they've gone now. I was going to ask you whether you wanted to stay or not, but it seems that the caretakers have made the decision for you. We're all locked in now.
But I don't want to stay.
And I'm sorry, my dear, but it's too late now.
Darling, haven't you had enough of the silly game? Get some cars up here for these people and let them go home. But pay them first.
This is your party, remember? In spite of my wife's faith in my ability to do the impossible, we will all have to stay in this house until 8 o'clock in the morning. But we have some party favors for you in these little coffins. This This is my wife's idea. And I must say, I think it's rather dangerous. I suppose you all know how to use one of these things, but in case you don't, you just press down on this lever with your thumb and then pull the trigger. You see, they're loaded.
These are no good against the dead, only the living.
Doctor? Lance? Nora?
Go ahead, take it.
Miss Bridges? And here's yours, dear.
I don't need it.
It was your idea. Who knows, you may want to use it on me before this night is over.
Throw these guns away. They won't do you any good.
I agree with Pritchard on that point, although not for the same reason.
Dr. Trent, don't you approve of our little party favors?
Suppose Nora had had a gun when she mistook the blind woman for a ghost.
I don't think anyone else is going to walk around in total darkness.
Oh, I'm sure we're not going to go running around the house shooting each other, aren't you?
Who knows? Fear makes people do amazing things.
Mr. Pritchard, you said your sister-in-law killed a man and a woman here and cut them up? You said they found hands and feet, but they never found any heads. Would you like to see one of those heads? Would you all like to see one of those heads? Well, then, just follow me.
Darling, I really don't need this.
Just go look in my suitcase. Just go look. But it was in there. A woman's head.
Nora, I think you're a little upset. Would you care for a sedative?
Get out! Get out, all of you! All of you, get out of here and leave me alone! Just get out of here!
You think it's all right to leave her by herself, Doctor?
I wish she'd taken the sedative.
Well, what do you suppose she thought she saw?
They're closing in on her.
Look, Doc, I think somebody ought to stay with her.
There could be 1 million people around her. But if they wanted her, they'd get her.
What if he's right?
He's too drunk to know what he's talking about.
I wonder. I'll join you in a minute.
Do you think it would do any good if you went in and talked to her?
Well, do you think there really was a head in her suitcase?
I don't know.
A thing like that would put me right over the edge.
Look, would you sort of stay up here, I mean, in case she needs help?
All right. I'll be in my room. Just call it.
Thanks.
Are you sure there are only 7 people in this house?
Positive, except for the ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts, nor in frightening women. In Nora's case, it's gone far enough. Perhaps too far.
What do you suggest we do about it, Doctor?
Don't frighten her anymore.
Nora? 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 What do you know about this?
They've taken her. In a little while, she'll be one of them.
Where's Norton?
Where is she? It's too late. It's too late. You'll never find her again.
Pritchard, if you know where she is, you better tell me now.
She's gone. She's gone with them. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Lay her down.
Nora?
She's dead, Mr. Loren. Your wife hanged herself.
Suicide.
Nora,
Please hide me. Please hide me.
What's the matter?
Hide me. He tried to kill me. He grabbed me and choked me and put me in that room. And then he went away and left me.
who?
He thought I was dead.
Who?
Mr. Lord.
Are you sure about this?
I don't know. It was dark, but it must have been him.
Has anybody seen you since he left you?
I heard some people in that room, but I went by and nobody saw me.
Mrs. Loren is dead.
But how?
Loren said she committed suicide, but I think somebody killed her.
Him?
I'm sure you've come to the same conclusion I have.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's all have a meeting, discuss what to do. The living room?
Okay, in a minute. I've got to go downstairs. Now, you lock yourself in here and don't let anybody know you're here. If he thinks you're dead, he won't come here. And I'll get back as soon as I can. You'll be all right. And if you have to, you use it.
So beautiful. So greedy. So cold. What are you doing in here?
Wait. Don't wait.
What do you mean coming in here?
I didn't want them to take her away.
Drunk.
They will if you don't watch her.
You're drunk. All right, out with it, Bridget. Why did you come into this room?
I'm the only one who understands.
Understands what?
Your wife isn't there anymore. She's already joined them.
Look, Bridget, I've had enough of your spook talk. Get out, you sot, and don't come back into this room again.
Where's what's-her-name? Nora.
I didn't disturb her since I don't think this concerns her.
No, you're right.
Mr. Loren, isn't there some way we can get out of this house now?
No, none at all.
We could try breaking out.
The only door to the outside is made of steel. The bars of the windows are set in solid stone. We gotta stay.
I'm not afraid of your ghosts, Pritchard. But I am afraid. When we came here a few hours ago, the only thing we had in common was the $10,000 we'd get. Now, however, we share something else. The death of Mrs. Loren. So far tonight, one of us was almost killed by a falling chandelier. One of us was mysteriously slugged. One of us has been driven to the brink of absolute hysteria, and one of us is dead. Were these accidents? Suicide? And we must stay here for 6 more hours.
6 hours? 6 of us. Time enough.
Who'll be next? How will it happen?
Let me ask you a question, Doctor. You were the first one to see my wife there. Did you also see anything that she could have climbed up on and then jumped?
No.
Did any of you? There was nothing. How then did she get up there so high?
Exactly, Mr. Loren. How? She couldn't have pulled herself up there. She couldn't have dropped from the ceiling. Do you think your wife killed herself?
No. She was murdered by one of you.
Or you, Mr. Loren. To deliberately kill someone, you must have a reason.
We were all strangers to your wife. Only you had a motive for murder.
What husband hasn't at some time wanted to kill his wife? What husband hasn't had 1,000 opportunities to do it in such a way so that he'd never be suspected? I'm not such a fool as to hang my wife from a ceiling by a rope.
The fact remains that you, or one of us, murdered Mrs. Loren. And that's a matter for the police.
So how do we get the police?
That's my point. We can't until morning. What began as a silly party given by an eccentric has now involved us all in murder.
For once, Pritchard may be right. If another murder's in the works, let's stop it now.
Another murder.
Why not? Maybe one of us saw too much.
Why should even a millionaire want to give each of us $10,000 to spend one night in a gloomy old house? To see some ghosts, have a party? No.
Have you finished trying me, Doctor? And is the verdict guilty of murder?
Oh, this isn't getting us anywhere. Somebody killed Mrs. Loren. We know that. One of us is guilty and the rest of us are innocent, okay. Now, what we have to do for the next 6 hours is protect ourselves from each other.
Do you really think?
I don't think anything. I just know that I'm going to my room. And if anybody comes in, I'll shoot him. Or her.
And if we all stay in our rooms, we'll be safe. Because the innocent will have no reason to leave his room. And the guilty will admit his guilt if he or she does.
And we all have guns.
And we're all agreed?
Oh, I wish this night were over.
Rose? Guns? I tell you, it doesn't make any difference. They aren't through with us yet.
Welcome back, Boggles and Ghouls. You're 2/3 of the way through the movie, and the plot thickens. Now, they did do a remake of this movie, and in the remake, they had real ghosts and a real body count, and people were dying left and right.
Spoilers.
No spoilers.
Anyway, we'll talk a little bit about the cast in this movie, which we did. Now, as far as Vincent Price goes, if you don't know who Vincent Price is, I'm going to personally send him over to spank you. For real, because you need to know who Vincent Price is. And not the hee-hee
If you're
funny
watching
one.
the show, you probably know who
I
Vincent
would
Price
hope so, but I'm just saying, we don't need to talk too much about him, because if you don't know who he is, that's just sad.
He
But
is
there
one
are
of
some
the-
other interesting actors in this. I think the actress that you mentioned earlier, I believe, is Cara Ohm. She has appeared in some classic cult movies, so obviously she's been on here. Also, the hero of this movie is Richard Long, who's best known for being one of the stars of the Western series The Big Valley. So if you're into Westerns, you probably know him from that, or he's been in a lot of TV shows and movies. But a lot of times you'll see these TV guys pop up as a hero in a horror movie, which is cool, you know? Anything for screen immortality, and this is as good as any.
Indeed. And this movie, it's one of the 4 movies of Vincent Price that are in public domain, and we've already showed one of them, The Bat. We're going to have to show all 4 of the Vincent Price public
We
domain
will
movies.
sooner or later.
And of course, maybe if we get enough money, we could actually show some of his other movies. But the 4 movies
Like
that
some
he
of
has,
his Roger Corman movies.
yeah, 4 movies he has in public domain are all good ones.
Oh, yeah.
There's this one, The House on Haunted Hill, which basically has become synonymous with Halloween. One of the most watched movies, probably because it's Vincent Price in public domain.
That is a good combination for such things.
Right. The other one is called Shock, where he plays a doctor, an evil psychiatrist that's trying to murder people and get away with it by gaslighting and things like that.
Right.
And then there
Last
is
Man on Earth.
The Last Man on Earth. Basically,
Probably the best.
Yes, the movie that inspired Night of the Living Dead, believe it or not, based off the novel I Am Legend, where he is the last surviving human taking on armies of undead that some people say are vampires, but I just say that they're zombies that drink blood because they're very stupid and slow and...
Well, it's based on the book I Am Legend by Richard Matheson, as he said, and that was considered the basis of Night of the Living Dead because it really was.
Yes, and of course there were 2 other movies based off that movie. One with Charleston Heston called Omega Man.
Which is good, but very different from it. They kind of moved even further away. But we have to get back to the Vincent Price.
Oh, okay.
So we only mentioned 3.
Yeah, right. And the
Bat.
The Bat, which we've already done.
Right. So if you haven't seen it, you got to go look for it.
That's right. And I would say that the ultimate Halloween movie, the one that personifies everything that's fun about Halloween, is The Raven, starring Vincent Price.
And Boris Karloff.
And
Peter Lorre.
And Jack Nicholson, where they have a big epic wizard's duel and everything. Everything you could want.
It's a fun movie. You can't go around watching
It's like
The Raven.
back in practical special effects, it still has one of the best wizard duels of all time.
That is true.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we talked enough. They see our beautiful faces. A little more than is necessary. So it's time for us to say, let's...
Rollin'. Keep those movies rolling. Rollin'. Naga hide.
What's the use of saying goodnight?
Good night.
Good night, Doctor.
Nora, it's me, Lance. You okay? They've all gone to their rooms and locked themselves in.
Lance, I've been thinking. It was so dark down there. Maybe it wasn't Mr. Lorne.
It was him, all right. He tried to kill you, and he did kill his wife.
How can you be so sure?
She tried to warn me, asked me to help her. The doc thinks he's going to try and kill one of us. Now, there must be a way out of this place, and I'm going to find it and get the police before he does.
I'm going with you.
What if he finds out you're alive? No, Nora. You're safer here than any place else. Now, just lock yourself in and keep quiet. If I find a way out, I'll come back and get you.
An admission of guilt, Doctor?
Certainly not. There's either somebody else in this house or one of us has left his room. Did you hear anything?
Organ music?
That, and someone walking.
You got yours? Ready?
You look downstairs, and I'll look up here.
Why not together?
There may be only minutes, seconds left of someone's life. Why waste time? It's almost over, darling. Every detail was perfect.
What's happening?
We've done it. A perfect crime. Beautiful.
Has she killed him?
Not yet, but she will.
Get me out of this hanging harness. What's taking that girl so long? What time is it?
At first, I couldn't get Nora to want to protect herself with a gun. But after you appeared at the window, everything began to work just as we had planned. You were wonderful. Just the touch that finally drove her into complete hysteria.
It'll be worth all of our planning, darling. Where's Nora now? What's happening?
On her way to the cellar. So scared she'll shoot the first thing that moves.
And Frederick?
On his way to the cellar, too.
David, are you sure none of them will suspect us?
Of what? An hysterical girl accidentally shoots somebody? Who would suspect that we planned it that way, that we drove her to it?
What about my suicide?
But just a ghost party gag. We'll claim it was a dummy since I'm the only one who touched you.
And the caretakers?
Well, they had no idea what they were really doing.
What about Nora? She's not stupid, you know.
Darling, believe me, everything we planned is working perfectly. Nora is sure Frederick murdered you. She thinks Frederick attacked her in the cellar, not me. And now Nora's almost out of her mind with fear. The heads, the music, you're hanging. I tell you, when Frederick walks in there, she'll shoot him.
It's taking too long. David, you ought to be there.
When you hear the shot, come down to the cellar.
David? David?
At last you've got it all. Everything I have. Even my life. But you're not going to live to enjoy it. Come with me, murderess. Come with me. You two planned was indeed perfect. Only the victim is alive and the murderers are not. It's a pity you didn't know when you started your game of murder that I was playing too.
There must be some way to get in here.
Oh, it's right along here somewhere.
Lance! I've shot Mr. Loren. He's down in the wine cellar.
Alive?
I don't think so. It's him. He's alive.
You didn't shoot anyone, my dear. I loaded your gun with blanks. I can tell you all now. Trent and my wife were planning to kill me. They failed. Trent tried to throw me in the vat. My wife stumbled and fell. I'm ready for justice to decide if I'm innocent or guilty.
Now there are 9. There'll be more, many more. They're coming for me now. And then they'll come for you.
Welcome back, Boggles and Ghouls. Made it all the way through the movie. You survived.
Did they? Did they really make it all the way? Did they survive? How do we know that they made it all the way through and they survived?
Why don't you tell them how they
I think they have to prove it to us. We don't know that. We could just assume you did, or you could have gone and took a nap or hid in the closet, or who knows what else. But this is what you got to do. And it's very easy and it doesn't cost anything. Like, share, comment, any of those things that would,
And subscribe.
Oh, yes, definitely subscribe. Subscribe if you like it, or
for YouTube and our
we're all over
Rumble
the place.
channel. I mean, even if you're watching us on one of the monster shows
or on local,
Public
yeah, we're on
or
public,
even you're seeing us at the Times Community Theater, which later tonight we have a live show of the brain that wouldn't die.
We show up there. It may not mean anything. Blah 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 blah. It may not mean anything to the people here, depending when this is going to go on. But we periodically make appearances there, so watch the show, and we will try to give you updates on when things are coming.
Yes, so if you're ever in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, Times Community Theater,
especially on a Friday night,
where they have either free or $4 cult classic horror and other movies with popcorn for $1, soda for $1, candy for $1, beer. Oh, candy's $2.
Oh, it's $2.
Yeah, for candy.
Wow,
and
whatever.
$4 for beer. Cheap concessions.
Where else are you going to get a bag of popcorn for $1?
That's right.
Where?
Nowhere. And sometimes the movies are free, other times they're $4.
And sometimes if you go to the free movies, you have contests where you pull your name out of a hat or whatever. You can win a pass to one of the $4 movies. So you can't go wrong.
Can't. You cannot. Well, in any case, just to sum up this movie, it had a sort of strange open-ended ending. I mean, it turned out that there was really Vincent Price and his wife trying to murder each other, and he used a skeleton to freak her out, but it was just something he built, a makeshift skeleton, not a real ghost, and, threw in a vat of
kind of a
boiling
Scooby-Doo
acid.
ending.
Right. But then you had 3 guys saying, ghosts are coming for me, they're going to get you, and they never actually show if they make it to the end, and they imply that there might actually be ghosts. We don't know. It's got a complete open-ended ending.
Yeah, you use your own imagination.
Right.
Maybe they were
the only
there,
thing that
maybe
we know
they're
is
not.
that the ghosts that were showed up before were actually either made by his wife to get everyone up freaking out so they try to kill him, or by him to try to freak her out so he could kill her.
Right.
But in any case,
or maybe neither, or maybe both. Right. Who knows?
So the real story is that Vincent Price and his hoochie mama wife are both plotting against each other, using these poor guests as their pawns in their murderous game.
You would think if you want to murder each other, you don't want too many witnesses. But it's a movie, so what are you going to do?
That's right. In any case, up enough there.
For now.
We'll return.
You always want more.
Normalcy. And let you go back to your mundane.
He thinks he's going to make something normal.
So, we're going to be leaving you now. Don't worry. We know you love us. We will always be around, lingering in your nightmares and lurking in your dreams.
And digging through your underwear jar.
So until next time.